Hello everyone. So today we are going to learn a problem on rectilinear motion. So here in this problem they have given a police officer observes a car approaching at the unlawful speed of 60 km per hour. He gets on his motorcycle and starts chasing the car. Just as it passes in front of him, after accelerating for 10 seconds at a constant rate, officer reaches his top speed of 75 km per hour. How long does it take the officer to overtake the car from the time he started? Okay, so let us read the problem once. So what is happening in this problem is a police officer observed that a car is approaching at an unlawful speed. Maybe the speed is more. The policeman observes that whatever the car it is there, it is approaching at an unlawful speed. So he will get on his motorcycle and start chasing the car. Now, just as passes in front of him, he's going to accelerate for the 10 second and at a constant rate after reaches its top speed of 75 kilometer per hour. Okay, so that means he is going to accelerate the motorcycle for 10 seconds, then he is going to reach the 75 kilometer per hour. Now you have to calculate the time, like how long he will take to overtake the car from the time he started. Okay, so now they have given you, so let us write in terms of figure. Okay, now if you see this one, this will be the car. Okay, so this is car traveled. So car is traveling at a speed of what? It is at a speed of 60 kilometer per hour. It is not changing, it is constant. Now the police observes that. See, the police will observe, no? So police will observe, he will observe up to 10 seconds. Then he will, that means when he will take the vehicle, that will be initial velocity will be 0. Then he will accelerate a vehicle for 10 seconds, then he is going to reach the maximum point. Okay, so this will be the point where at this point of overtake. Okay, so this will be the point where he is going to overtake the car. Now we'll do one thing. Yeah, this is 10 second will mention, this is t seconds. Now this will be my S1, that means the distance traveled in 10 seconds to reach the maximum value. Then after reaching that maximum value of speed, you'll be traveling S2. Okay, now total distance, whatever the total distance is there, that you will be calculating, that will be equal to S1 plus S2, and this one will be taking distance travel. Okay, distance travel will be time. Now like one by one we are going to do. So first thing is 60 kilometer per hour is there. No, it's better that we are going to convert that one into what? Meter per second. See, it is kilometer per hour, no? So let us calculate. So what I'll do is I'll convert it into meter per second. So kilometer first we'll convert it into meter. So it will be 1000. So per hour is there. I want it in what? Meter per second, no? So that means 1 hour will be equal to what? 60 seconds. 1 hour will be equal to 60 minutes. 1 minute will be equal to 60 seconds. So we'll be getting 60 into 60. So we will be getting value of 16.67 meter per second. So this will be the initial velocity. Now like one by one we are going to write the condition. Let this figure be there. Okay. Now first we are going to consider motion of motorcycle. What is the initial velocity of the motorcycle? It will be 0 because it was standing, no? So it will be 0. Now maximum velocity after 10 seconds. So maximum velocity means what? It is V, that is final velocity. So final velocity they have given 75 kilometer per hour. So I'll be convert this one into meter per second. Okay, so meter per second. Then first you calculate the acceleration. Okay, so acceleration you can calculate v is equal to what? And here after 10 second, no, after 10 second you'll be reaching v is equal to what? 75 meter per 75 kilometer per hour here. Now we can use the equation v is equal to what? U plus 80. So v is equal to 75 into 1000 divided by 60 into 60. U is equal to what? 0. Acceleration we are supposed to calculate and t will be equal to 10. So a is equal to what? You will be getting 2.083 meter per second square. Okay. Now first thing is what? S1 is what? Distance traveled in 10 seconds. Correct. So first we are going to calculate distance traveled by motorcycle in 10 seconds. That will be equal to what? S1. So see, we have a general equation. S is equal to ut plus half at square. So u is equal to what? Initial velocity for this it will be 0. Timing is 10 seconds. Now half a is equal to what? 2.083. T is 10 square. So this will be the S1 value. You will be getting 104.15 meter. If you substitute the values, you will be getting the answer. Now, see, this is the distance traveled in 10 seconds. Now, you have one more distance, no, that is distance traveled by the motorcycle in 10 minus 10 seconds with a constant speed of 75 kilometer per hour. So, you have one more distance, that is distance traveled by motorcycle in t minus 10 seconds with constant speed of 75 kilometer per hour. So constant speed means a is equal to 0, that is acceleration will be 0. See here you have to remember already you have taken the 10 seconds in total total timing, no, that is total time. I'll be considering it, if I'm considering it as t, already in 10 seconds it is gone. So rest will be t minus 10 seconds. No, that's why I've written distance traveled by motorcycle in t minus 10 seconds with a constant speed of 75 km per hour. See, always you have to remember constant speed means what? Acceleration will be 0 because acceleration is equal to what? rate of change of velocity. When velocity is constant, acceleration would be equal to what? 0 here. Now, whenever you have acceleration is equal to 0, this, if you see this one, you can aram say write S2 will be equal to what? U into T. Here, what will be the initial velocity? That is very important. Why? Because for this condition, already it had reached towards 75 kilometer per hour, no? That means initial velocity will be equal to what? 75 kilometer per hour here. Okay, so I'll just write 75 because I'll have to use it in meter per second, no? That's why. You can convert and you can just keep it. Okay, so S2 distance you'll be getting S2 is equal to 20.83 T minus 10. Okay, so this would be the value of what? So this would be the value of S2. Okay, now what I'll do is, see, we know that S1 I'll just keep as it is and S2 also I'll just write. Okay, so S1 is equal to what? 104.15. S2 is equal to 20.83 into T minus 10 seconds. Okay, so these two equations will keep. Now, what you can do is, total distance first you calculate. S is equal to what? S1 plus S2, that would be equal to 104.15 plus 20.83 into T minus 10 you will be getting. So this will be the total distance. Now, you can understand, since motorcycle and car travel by same distance. See, this you can what you can do is, so this will be the equation for what? Motorcycle. Now what I'll do is, I'll be writing for the car also here. Now, since car is at a constant speed, you will be getting total distance S is equal to what? Ut, and for car initial velocity is equal to what? 60 km per hour. That means U will be equal to what? 60 into 1000, because I'll be converting it to meter per second. Already we have converted. Okay, so this will be equal to 16.67 meter per meter only. Okay, so into T. Now, so here you have this, I'll be taking it as first equation, this I'll be taking it as second equation. See, in the question only they have told you whatever the distance, that means he has to, this motorcycle, that police has to overtake this car, no? That means what? Whatever the distance this car is going to travel, the same distance this police also should travel in the motorcycle. That means you can equate first equation to second equation. That means 16.67 times of T will be equal to what? 104.1. This equation 20.83 into T minus 10. So, if you simplify this one, you will be getting 25.04 seconds. Okay. Here it is important that you have to understand, you will be taking the car in the different way. That means first you calculate the whatever the distance traveled by the car. You consider you keep that equation first. Then whatever the police is there in this motorcycle, he is going to travel the same distance which car is going to travel, because he has to overtake, no? That means he has to travel the same distance with different speed. So finally you are going to equate those two things and you will be getting the answer here.